Yo, what's happening, guys? Thanks for coming to my channel to watch me talk about the Nikon AFS 35mm 1.18 lens. Very happy about this lens. Can't wait to share some things with you. But with that, let's kick it off. What are we going to talk about with this lens here? Things. Always we talk about things. That's what you talk about. You talk about different things. So let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the bad. Let's talk about why you want this lens. Let's review some photos I took, and then we'll call it a day. So first and foremost, the good. What I really like about this lens. First of all, it's small. It's tiny, it's easy, it fits in my bag, and it's going to stay there for that reason because of all the other things I'm about to tell you as well. Other reasons, not just that one. I really like the depth of field. It really kicks it off. I mean, it's just crispy. It is so clear and just not clear when you want it to be, and it adds just so much depth of field to your photos. It's freaking phenomenal. I really love that it makes me work. There is no forgiveness of zoom on this lens whatsoever. It's going to make you find the right angles. It makes you just do things differently altogether. And I'm very much thankful for that because in the time that I've been using this lens, I feel as I've grown as a photographer. I've seen things, from a different perspective because of this lens. And I'm very happy because of it. The bad. Let's get into that real quick. I hate this thing here. It's awful. You cannot use this for video whatsoever. AFS, it is not a pulse motor. AFS is a servo motor. It is loud. This plastic on plastic ring, it makes so much stinking noise. I can't stand it. I can't use it. Even further, it doesn't know what to focus on. This switch, I like this switch. It makes the switching of manual focus to autofocus very easy, but autofocus is only good for pictures. Manual focus, even when you try to use that for the video, still just listen to this. Just listen. It really nullifies this lens just for anything video related. So you can't use this for video whatsoever. I would love to be able to use it because of how just blurry it gets in the background when I want to focus on something. And even when I don't want it to be blurry, how much it makes your subject pop. I want to be able to use this lens. You just can't though. Unless you want to spend a ton of time cleaning up some audio, and I don't feel like doing that. I'll find a different lens. I'll spend some money. Hopefully they come out with a pulse version of this motor. Again, AFP is what I'm looking for, so soon. Hopefully soon. Let's review some photos. I've got a few that I picked out that I've taken with this lens over the past few months that I'm very happy with. First and foremost, what I want to show you is this one here. Full screen! This one I took on the way to Colorado. This was in November, shortly after I got this lens. I stuck the lens on there and I just left it on for weeks. What I really like about this is, again, you can just see everything. The way that it doesn't allow you to really focus on anything, you have to choose, what you want to be in that lens. So pointing out the window and, getting this picture, what's really cool is if you look at the horizon, you can see just like a gradual curve to it. It makes you, feel the earth, which is a neat aspect of this lens. So check this photo out, guys. Full screen, let's go. What I really love about this photo is that it really focuses on the fence itself. It makes it pop. Look at how crystal clear it looks. And then take a look at the background. What I really like about it is the trees are just slightly out of focus. You can still tell they're trees. You can still see some of the individual limbs and everything. You can still get a good feel of the background and how far away the mountain is. But everything else just feels like it's right there, like you can reach out and touch it. This one's one of my favorite photos of all time right now. It made me learn a little bit on how to play with light and reflections a little bit more. If you look at it, you can kind of see on the grass that it's kind of wet, but it's still icy. The grass really pops out at the top of the photo. It's out of focus. You've got a good blur to it. And at the bottom of the focus, you've got a good blur to it. And then right there, where you want that focal point, it's popping. It's standing out. Another photo I took the same exact day, just shortly after. Fence outside my house. This post just had these cool icicles They just really stood out to me. What's really cool about this one is this is specifically just the lens. I didn't throw any kind of attachment. I could have done some macro photography. I didn't. What I did was I took the lens, walked it over there, focused on what I wanted to, and took the picture. Now look at how blurry the background is and how much, you know, it's just, it's gone. Like you can't see anything. But what you can see is what I wanted you to see. That subject. And this lens really just does such a phenomenal job of making the subject pop. Let's look at Raksha. Raksha is my little girl. She's the youngest of the 3 dogs. She's a brat. I hope you can tell just from the photo. Look at her. She is spoiled rotten. Ugh. Moving on. What's really nice about this photo is, again, you've got a subtle blur in the background. You've got a really good focal point on Raksha. She's popping. She's ready to go, as always. And so was the camera. The lens really made it stand out the way that I wanted it to. Being able to work with this lens has been really very beneficial to me. I've learned quite a bit. I've learned new techniques. I've thought differently about it. And I think that's one reason everybody should have this lens. They're really going to learn, you know, quite a few things. It's going to teach you more about your photography. It's going to teach you more about your craft, more about your camera, more about the way you use your camera. It's just going to make you better. I think everybody should have this lens. It's just a good look, a good way to go. You're really going to enjoy it. Inexpensive on Amazon. I have a video of my unboxing. Check it out right here. But yeah, that's my review, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you picked something up. Hopefully you enjoyed my pictures. If you enjoyed any aspect of this video, please click the like button. It helps more than you guys know. Even further, if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date with all my happenings. If you really, really, really want to be helpful, click the bell, because every time I upload a video, it's going to ding for you, and it's going to let you know, give you a little notification that I've uploaded a video. And last but not least, guys, I will see you in the next video.